Wow!
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Great to have you all back again for another video. So this video is about bias, gaming bias in the media and journalism and stuff. Or is there just an agenda? That's what this video is about. I'm not gonna say sort of really. What I'm gonna do is just present the facts. That's what I'm gonna do in this video. I'm not gonna give my sort of opinion. Well, I'm gonna give an opinion on it, but I'm just really gonna present the facts and I'm gonna let you decide if you think if there is an agenda or a bias. So I'm just going to show the facts and sort of give my thoughts on those facts. But so yeah, this video is about the journalism and things like Metacritic. Why does Xbox games are now scoring lower? So let's get into this. So as I showed in my intro, Xbox games now seem to be dipping in score. Or at least the games that used to be multi-plat versions of these games used to score higher. Now they're Xbox exclusive. There seems to be a noticeable dip in these since the ABK deal went through. I mean, as I showed in the intro, Bethesda games used to score a lot higher. Now we've got sort of Starfield scoring a lot lower to what they used to score it. Now it's exclusive. Now the ABK deal has gone through and yada yada yada. Is that bias? Is there an agenda there? I don't know. But I mean, just take Starfield. I don't want to linger in this video on Starfield too much, but let's linger on Starfield with, I don't know, Jim, who scored it a 4 out of 10, which in my personal opinion, I hate the rating out of 10 anyway, but a 4 would give the incline that the game is broken and busted and there's something majorly wrong with it. Not Jim though. Let's look at Jim's review of Starfield, for example. Now, simply reading his review of Starfield, he suggests that the game's peaked at Fallout 3, and there doesn't seem to be any improvement on the games. They seem to be stuck and stuff like that. That's why he scored Starfield a 7, because there don't seem to be any improvement with Bethesda since Fallout 3. So he scored it a 4. Still very harsh to score a game of 4 because the game's not really progressed, especially when you consider sequels to games like, I don't know, God of War, Spider-Man. You know, there's a whole plethora of sequels to games which generally don't really improve on the other that much. So to really hit a 4 on Starfield seems a bit harsh. But as you know, he can have his opinion. As he says, nothing's progressed since Fallout 3, so he's going to score it a 4. And that's great. That's his opinion. He doesn't like the game because it hasn't, Bethesda games because they've not progressed since Fallout 3. So he's going to rate it a 4. Fine, absolutely fine with that opinion, except he scored Fallout 4 a 95. And for the PlayStation, no doubt. Yep, having complained about Starfield's not progressed since Fallout 3, he scored Fallout 4 a 95. Didn't Fallout 4 then progress on from Fallout 3, as you sort of said about Starfield, which is a completely different sort of style of game, but you've accused Starfield not progressing enough from Fallout 3 to give it a 4, but you give Fallout 4, a direct sequel to Fallout 3, a 95.
Oh my god! Wow!
I mean, when Starfield actually dropped at first, it scored, I think, 92%, but quickly dropped to 83, having got all these review bombs by these sites that possibly have an agenda. I mean, Metro scored it at 60 because they wasn't given a launch review code, but they reviewed it anyway because they're allowed to, and they gave it a 60. I mean, there is no agenda by Metro at all to lower the score for this game. None. They're none. They love Xbox. Won't say a bad thing about them, other than the continuous hate they keep posting on social media about Xbox. Other than that, they're fine with Xbox. Other than the continued harassment of Xbox, they're fine with Xbox. And as I showed there, the disconcerting thing is Metro on the jury for Game of the Year awards, which is quite worrying, along with IGN and some of the other anti-Xbox sites. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't call them anti-Xbox. I should let you come up with your opinion. I'm just here to present the facts. IGN, of course, gave it a 7. It's never a great sign when someone recommends a game on the grounds that it gets good after more than a dozen hours into the game. Yeah, no one should ever recommend that. No one should ever give that advice, IGN. Except if the game's a PlayStation exclusive, then that's fine. You can, that's fine. Play through the entire game, and then your second playthrough, it's fine. No problem there, no problem there. And once again, just to clarify, or actually I'll let you, as I said, I'm just going to present the facts. IGN have no issue with Xbox. other than Dan, who scored Starfield, did say this: "And this showing Microsoft stock, there is no reason to cheer on acquisitions like this. Studios that had been making multi-platform games will be focused exclusive on Xbox and PC. That's good for Xbox, not good for consumer choice. Except if PlayStation doesn't it. Is it right, Dan? If PlayStation has exclusives, that's fine. That's okay for consumers. But Xbox does it, and they're on PC, bad for consumers." That's Dan Stapleton, everyone.
Come here. Mwah! You're taking this very personal. Tom, this is business, and this man is taking it very, very personal.
So moving on from Starfield, but keeping with IGN, we're going to change it up, and we're going to look at the new recent COD that just dropped, which is now, if you recall, Xbox own the studio. Xbox own the ABK. If you've seen my previous videos, yep, they own ABK, they own COD now. So this game is officially first party. Still on PlayStation stuff, still across the board, but as we've shown, Dan's not happy about that. He doesn't like Xbox owning games. He doesn't like Xbox having exclusives. So this seems to go across the board for IGN and quite a lot of the media. But anyway, let's stick to COD, and we've had IGN recently review Call of Duty. So Simon Cardy scored the game a 4 out of 10. Simon Cardy of IGN, of course. Modern Warfare 3 campaign commits the biggest sin possible for a global trotting action thriller. It's boring. Why had the promise to be right, I can't even bother reading this nonsense. Right, yeah, okay, he's got opinion. He doesn't like the campaign, yada yada yada. He waffles on about the game being boring. He wasn't excited, even though you've watched his gameplay of it. It's him. It's just him. It looks like he's having fun. It looks like he's enjoying the game. The game is boring. Once again, it's a score of 4. I'm not getting why now Xbox games have been hitting with 4s. There are some games previously, but there seems to be now a continuous first-party Xbox thing now, where they're getting someone score one of their game. Someone's going to score their game of 4, which really drops that score down. And as I said, 4 is a really horrible score. Really, I mean, the game plays fine. You might not like the campaign, you might not like the story necessarily. He attacks the story for being the campaign only being 4 hours long. However, there's Call of Duty games are generally only been 4 to 7 hours long. There were Black Ops 2, for example, was 4.5 hours long. Modern Warfare, one of the recent Modern Warfares, was 5 hours long. So the campaign thing is a massive stretch. But it's not just that I'm sort of focused on. This is sort of where the agenda thing comes into now. This is where I'm sort of going to supply some more facts behind Simon Cardy. See, people are going to say, "Oh, why do you care about Metacritic?" Yada yada yada. The problem here is it actually does affect the studios. When games are getting scored 4s and things like that, it's by big companies like IGN, big game companies that everyone goes to for reviews and get their opinions on games. When they've got an agenda behind their scoring and they're putting down these games, which developers are putting a lot of time in, especially when you've got one side saying, "Oh, you should support the developers." You're not supporting a developer by allow agenda-seeking journalists for clicks to score games of 4 and just ruin people's work that they've spent years on making. And this seems to be the ongoing thing. And it could not just be, it's not just Call of Duty, not just AAA games. Any game where a journalist has sort of an agenda against it or a hatred against it or anything, if you don't like that kind of style of game, just don't play it. But Simon Cardy, I just want to sort of look into, firstly, his opinions on the game, which seems to, this is the other thing that annoys me, there's no consistency in their journalism. They seem to, they're either bounce backwards and forwards in the same game, sort of not even sure what they're even on about, or give their opinion on one game, why they don't like it. But then on another game, those reasons they've said, "Well, I don't like a game before," they will say they like this game for those exact reasons. Let's just get more into detail. Right, let's look at his review. So one of the points he makes here, with 3 practically identical objectives to be completed in each of these open combat missions, they all end up blending into a rinse and repeat experience. I feel like I was playing over and over, just in different locations. I did discover occasionally joy in figuring out alternative methods to complete some tasks, but basically complains that it's just rinse repeat missions. Now, once again, it's a sequel, right? And I don't know what, I can't get my head around it, because you will see this opinion across this kind of thing, rinse, repeat, repetitive, but then now another game. For example, this guy reviewed Spider-Man 2. Now, when he's complaining this about the objectives and side quests being rinse, repeat, samey, if he played Spider-Man 2, he would know the side quests on that, the rinse, repeat, boring, the pulling the tankard that's on fire away from a house, the rescuing a guy from being beaten up and taking him to hospital. How many times are you doing this? The MJ missions. The J missions. Need I say more? And also just to highlight this guy didn't even spot the bugs in the game. The bugs and all the issues with Spider-Man, didn't spot it. What did he score it? 8 out of 10. Scored Spider-Man 2, 8 out of 10. Despite all these things that he hates in the game, he scored Spider-Man 2, 8 out of 10. Spider-Man's exclusive to PlayStation 5, of course, so there you go. But let's go on to one of his other points. And then this point he makes, he just basically waffles on saying they've added all new content, stuff like that, which he doesn't like. It's not what he wants from a Call of Duty game. He wants a standard game. He basically wants a rinse repeat of the previous Call of Duties. This one doesn't do that. It sort of shakes it up, adds new bits, adds open world to it, and he's not happy about that. He doesn't like them adding new content and new stuff to the game. However, he says this: it all just feels hastily put together and fairly cookie cutter when it comes to actual variety or innovation. So he's literally just complained about the variety and the innovation they've added to the game and stuff, because he doesn't like that. He wants it to be more like the previous Call of Duties, but then complains that it hasn't done what he wants it to do. And once again, score of 4. What is this? Because score of 4. I don't get it. It doesn't match your opinion because you don't know what it is, because you've just scored this game because you just don't want to like the game. You probably went out this. You just didn't want to like the game from the get go, did you? That is the honest truth. Is there an agenda? I don't know, because let's look further into game reviews. The game reviews he does, because this is my overall sort of thing about this thing. I don't get these journalists. I don't think they're real gamers. And let's just look at this guy, for example, who's left to review probably one of the biggest games on the planet at the moment, Call of Duty. I mean, there are other big, massive games. Call of Duty is by far one of the biggest there are. Along with things like Fortnite, GTA and stuff like that. This is a massive game, and he was given to review it again. And I've just got to question his journalism on gaming. Let's have a look at his history. Call of Duty, of course. Spider-Man 2's there. And then there's, what's that, TV? Oh, so he likes TV. Horizon, he likes PlayStation games. Oh, TV again. TV. Another PlayStation exclusive. TV. Oh, PlayStation exclusive. TV. Overwatch 2. And FIFA, he seems to like FIFA. Oh, back to TV. Power Wash Simulator. TV. Another PlayStation exclusive. TV. FIFA. PlayStation had the market rights to FIFA, do they not? TV. Mario. TV. Destruction All Stars. And as it goes on, he did rate some Call of Duty games because he likes Call of Duty games, and he rated them quite high when Xbox didn't own them. He rated them in the 6, 7, 8 region, even 9s. 4. Now he hits this one with a 4 because it's not innovative enough. Because all the other previous Call of Duties were. There's all innovative and pushed new boundaries and stuff. This one doesn't for some reason. This one just doesn't do that, oddly. Plays identical to all the others. He didn't think so, though he wanted it to, but he didn't. He's not sure. His own opinions are mixed. But you're curious to see what other games he liked, because he had Overwatch there, Overwatch 2. So what did he score Overwatch 2? 8 out of 10. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Overwatch 2, I think it was actually quite panned, and a lot of the fan base sort of switched off from it because it wasn't as good as the last one. It didn't innovate enough. It wasn't as good, and oddly enough, he likes it, thinks it's great. He's all for that now. But let's look at some of the other games. Let's look at some of the other games he's reviewed. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Bugsnax. Wow. 8. Scored Bugsnax at 8. That's incredible. Well, I guess he likes Bugsnax. What else is there? Oh, Destruction All Stars. 6. These games were both PlayStation exclusives when they released, when they were not. The Destruction All Stars still is. So 6, better than Call of Duty as well, eh? Wow. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow.
So you see, that's my problem. I don't understand in this day and age when we have journalists that, I mean, he's mainly reviewing PlayStation exclusives and TV programs. So I'm not sure why you would Call of Duty come out and now it's first party Xbox. Why you'd put him on it? Why he's even really reviewing games? Because judged by the games he likes. But it's just odd that you think you just stick him in that camp. Hey, we know you like PlayStation games. We know you like TV. Have Call of Duty, a first party Xbox game. Give your opinion on it. Wow, I don't like this. This is cookie cutter, rinse, repeat. It's not what the old games are like. I prefer the old games. I don't know where to go with this, but you can see my point, can't you? The point is clear, and this is what I think is bad for journalism, bad for gaming. Just poor journalism. That's all it is. Poor journalism. They need to get gamers out here, gamers reviewing his games, and stop scoring his games out of 10 because it's ridiculous and makes no sense. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the chat. What do you think? Agenda, bias, or is there something else? Is it, I don't know, he just doesn't like Call of Duty, and IGN just, these games, when Xbox games are getting scored down for the same reasons that PlayStation games should be scoring down, they're not, and Xbox games are. I mean, just on a side note, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, when those PlayStation exclusive, were scored very high, but now they're not, so it'd be interesting to see where the sequels of those are going. Also, Elder Scrolls 6, Hellblade 2, Avowed. It'd be interesting to see how all these games are scored going forward, especially Hellblade 2. I'm excited to see what the score of that would be. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'd really appreciate if you liked, shared this out, and drop a subscription if you like the content. Look out for more videos. Please leave a comment below, and goodbye for now.